it was a blessing. My mom and my dad, they were the cornerstone for the way I am today. Probably, telling what I would have been into if it wasn't for them. They were strict now, but it wasn't for them. And of course, God leading them, I don't know where I'd be. Jail, cemetery, who knows? So I give them, my dad, my mom, they came from Mississippi here for a better life. And I can't take any credit for any of this. It's just the way I was brought up. Great-grandfather was the pastor of a church. He built the church. It was burnt down. My grandfather was the pastor of a church. My dad built the church. He was a pastor. So, Dad, I know you're good. I mean, I know you're one of the best around, but I think you done met your match, Dad. He said, "You think? Well, it's not up to you or me." So he went, took his life savings, and this is what he did with it. So I was like, that taught me a lesson right there, just have the faith. And I get a little, excuse me. When he got sick, he had bone cancer. He only asked God for one thing.
Sorry, Dennis.
That's okay. That's okay. He asked God for one thing. He said, "All I ask you, God, is, don't let me have any pain, and it take me quietly away." And I was talking to the doctors, and they said, "Well, he has bone cancer throughout his whole skeleton." He said it might be a rough one for him. From the time they told him he had bone cancer to the time he took his last breath, he didn't have not 1 ounce of pain, no morphine or anything. I sat there and I witnessed all of this. He asked God for this. Bone cancer through the whole skeleton is very painful 24/7. You can't get enough morphine. I'm listening to the doctor, and even the doctors were baffled. And I was with him when he, took his last breath. And I got a little, it kind of hurt me so. And he turned around and he told me, he said, "What you doing?" He said, "Don't cry for me." He told me to get my life together and come and meet me. He took his last breath. One thing he taught me, to be a servant. That's the only thing you're going to be when you leave here. When you leave here, it won't be any doctors, police, lawyers, or anything up there. There won't even be any preachers up there. All you're going to be is a servant, praising and worshiping God. So if that's all I'm going to be up there, I'll strive to be that here too as well. I learned that from my dad. He spent 6 days a week, 14 hours a day for 4 years.
Right here.
Right here.
Amazing.
Right here.